Is Juraj Slafkovsky a bust? And I've seen a lot of people saying he will be a bust because of analytics. Some people saying he has a high bust risk because of the type of player he is. People saying he's a bust because he's the same style of player that Puljujarvi, Kako, and all of those. But Juraj Slafkovsky ain't no Kako. Juraj Slafkovsky ain't no Puljujarvi. Juraj Slafkovsky is Juraj Slafkovsky. And saying that the Montreal Canadiens took a guess by drafting Slafkovsky with the first overall, I can guarantee you that probably half the team would have picked Slafkovsky first overall, and the other half, Shane Wright. Maybe 3 or 4 teams would have drafted Logan Cooley, but it would have been between Slafkovsky and Shane Wright for the most part. I can guarantee you that if the New Jersey Devils that had the second overall could have traded the second to the first to draft Slafkovsky, they would have done it. And I'm sure that most teams would want to have Juraj Slafkovsky on their teams. So why do the people call him a bust already if he hasn't even played a game yet in the National Hockey League? Well, because of his season in TPS Turku. I don't know if you remember when the Avs won the draft lottery, people were saying, we don't care, the Avs won the lottery, Shane Wright sucks anyways, they will get a bust, Shane Wright's a bust. Look at that big Slovak guy. He's going to be better than Shane Wright. Avs will get nowhere with Shane Wright, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, they were like, whoa, okay, the Canadiens really drafted Slafkovsky. Now it's the opposite around. Slafkovsky will be a bust. They should have picked Wright. Shane Wright will be a franchise player. Slafkovsky's a bust. Look how the tables have turned. No matter who the Montreal Canadiens would have picked, people around the league would have been trash talking the pick anyways. And it's the same thing with the Maple Leafs. No matter what they do, no matter who they draft, they always get the heat, and it's the same for the Canadiens. I mean, Leafs fans, we have that in common, I guess. So all the hate coming from Juraj Slafkovsky is coming from his season. Well, not his season, because he didn't play much. He only played 31 games with TPS Turku this year, and he only got 10 points. So people came around, oh, look at that. He got only 10 points in the Assembly guy. He sucks. He only performed good in 12 of those games. You only picked him because of the Olympics and the World Championship. You guys are dumb. You only have a little sample of what he can do. Well, that's because you looked at HockeyDB. On HockeyDB, the only statistics that we can see are his performance in the Olympics and his season in the SM Liga. But when you search a little bit, you can see a lot more statistics that are really interesting. He didn't just play with TPS Turku this season. He played with the U20 of TPS Turku, TPS U20, and he got 18 points in 11 games. He also played with Team Slovakia at the Olympics. He got 7 goals, like we all know. He played at the World Junior in December, only got 1 point in 3 games, but the Slovakian team isn't that good. But he played in the U18 with the Slovakian team, and he got 9 points in only 5 games. That's almost 2 points per game. So no, Juraj Slafkovsky did not only just perform in the Olympics, and when you go even further in the statistics, with TPS U18 during the 1920 season, he got 52 points in 39 games. In his U16 season, he got 54 points in 23 games. So this guy always performed really well in the teams he played, and the Habs management have probably way more statistics than we have, and they probably have way more clips and footage of him playing that we do. So only looking at HockeyDB and saying, oh my god, this guy's a bust, is a pretty dumb assumption. Because HockeyDB doesn't even have all the statistics, they don't have all the analytics, and they certainly don't have the experience that NHL staff has. So stop saying he's a bust. Wait until he plays. I'm sure he's going to prove a lot of people wrong, and can't wait to see him with Suzuki and Caulfield. It's been your boy Tropical NHL, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for 2 new videos. Bye-bye.